The TVWAN News is proudly brought to you by
Bsp, our bank, our people.
Hello, this is TVWAN News. Thanks for joining us. In this edition, government agencies challenge to set benchmarks, PM puts Forest Authority to task, and Senior Scoops Legends Tour title. Air New Guinea resumed flights into Leh Nadzab after lunch today, while Kyonga resumes tomorrow, Tuesday, 6 September. This follows a notice issued by airport regulator PNG Civil Aviation Safety Authority this morning, Monday, 5 September, to all airline companies. CASA PNG had closed both airports due to outstanding regulatory issues by the National Airports Corporation. Air New Guinea has urged its customers to revalidate their travel to the next available flight. Public Service Minister Joe Sungi has urged heads of departments and agencies to set a benchmark for their respective organizations. He was speaking during his welcome back ceremony as the Minister for Public Service in the 11th Parliament. Department of Personnel Management, Public Service Commission and the Pacific Institute of Leadership and Governance hosted the ceremony at the Pilag Institute this morning.
Member for Nuku and Minister for Public Service Joe Sungi at his welcome back ceremony highlighted issues currently faced by the public service machinery. Minister Sungi strongly urged departmental heads to set the benchmark for their respective organizations.
If those departmental heads are not sitting down and dealing with the discipline matters, we need to deal with them. And we should not, at the first place, reappoint them to start off with. You know, I tell the ministers, my colleagues, and the governors that when you go in, you start to measure the performance of your provincial administrator for the case of governance, or department secretaries, or you minister go, you assess him, who are you assessing them, what are you assessing them based on? You must know what you are assessing them on.
Minister Sungi also called on departmental heads to address issues such as public servants' attendance, punctuality, and work ethics.
Always remember this, you are not here to serve your little office in Waigadi. You are there to serve one region of Bougainville, 21 provinces, and 96 districts.
The minister also admitted that the government is not taking care of its 128,000 public servants throughout the country, adding that housing should become a condition for public servants. The public service has been criticized for many years, and Minister Sungi said he will address these issues amicably with the heads of the three agencies that come under the ministry: the Department of Personnel Management, Public Service Commission, and the Pacific Institute of Leadership and Governance. Jumaima Sukba, TVWAN News.
Chairman of the Body of Christ, Reverend Pastor Joseph Walters, has urged members of Parliament to see the 400-year-old King James Version, of the Bible in the Parliament chamber as a blessing. Reverend Walters made this statement following concerns raised by Vanimo Green MP Belden Nama on the floor of Parliament last week, suggesting the Bible be taken out of the Parliament chambers. Mr. Nama asked the Speaker to consider available options by suggesting to move the Bible to the Grand Hall.
I want to encourage our leaders to see the presence of God through His Word as light and life, not as darkness and death. Let us see it as a blessing and not a curse. only those who practice evil and only those who allow and welcome evil to create a conducive environment for evil to flourish against our society will fear the presence of God through His Word.
This is TVWAN. Among stories, when we return, there'll be more.
With Bsp Internet Banking, you can enjoy your banking at home, at work, or wherever you are. Bsb Personal Internet Banking allows you to view your accounts and transactions, transfer money, bill pay, schedule future payments, or access your bank statements. Visit your nearest Bsb branch to register now. Bsb Internet Banking, the smarter way to bank. Bsb, our bank, our people.
When you're spending time with family, when you've got a big day ahead, when you have given it all you've got, when you're putting on a feast, that's when you want the best. That's when you want flame rice. New flame rice. Win him, Olgera.
Magic.
Magic.
Want more data for less? Get it now with Digicel's revamped Red Club. Enjoy data bundles from as low as 1 kilo per gigabyte. Plus rollover data, the widest coverage, fastest speeds, and best reliability. Only with Red Club. Join Digicel's exclusive Red Club today and get loads more data for less. Yes! Data bundles from as low as 1 kilo per gigabyte. Whoa! Join today for as low as 10 kilo weekly to access discounted data bundles and get more data for less. Dial *675# or visit the My Digicel app today. The Red Club. Only with Digi.
Welcome back. Aid Ocean, a team of humanitarians, are on a mission to help children in the Pacific Islands. The French-originated team are in Papua New Guinea to conduct a child vaccination campaign in New Ireland province. The humanitarian sailboat will set sail to New Ireland in 2 days. Aid Ocean will travel around the islands to run measles immunization for the local children until the end of October 2022.
Aid Ocean are a team of humanitarians on a mission to help immunize children in the Pacific Islands. Now the team of French origin are in Papua New Guinea to conduct a child vaccination campaign in New Ireland province. The humanitarian sailboat Golden Dawn will set sail for KVN in 2 days and then around the islands as the medical team run the measles immunization campaign for the local children until the end of October 2022. Marine Bio, Aid Ocean founder and nurse, said she saw a declaration made by the World Health Organization that global measles cases had increased sharply in 2019 and the number of deaths had increased by nearly 50% since 2016. After seeing the urgency of the health situation, their first vaccination mission was to New Ireland in PNG.
We will first meet the medical team of the Kavian Hospital. And then we will go all together to the first islands, will be Tonga Islands. And we will stay there 14 days. We will go in 24 dispensaries. Then we will go to Babes Islands. We will stay 10 days, do the same. We are not just vaccinating against measles or rubella. We will also vaccinate under polio. We will have the Penta 3. It's a vaccine which you've got inside diphtheria, tetanus, pertussis, hepatitis B, and Haemophilus.
Co-founder and navigator for Aid Ocean, Sebastian Destremau, acknowledged the French government and the French ambassador who funded and supported the mission.
Thanks again to the ambassador who put his foot down and opened the door for us. And thank God the French government took the risk financially to support us. Otherwise, we wouldn't be here. So we're very, very grateful to the French government to help us financially and also with politically, if you want. We don't pretend that we are going to save children. We are going to help protect them.
The owner of Golden Dawn, Craig D. White, and his wife are part of the immunization mission. Jasmine Nero, TVWAN News.
The National Fisheries Authority is encouraging mariculture or crab farming to put less pressure on tuna. Managing Director Justin Ilakini said one of the reasons why the NFA is going out in a big way is to encourage crab farming and other coastal fisheries resources is to put less pressure on the wild stock of tuna and allow them to recover. Mr. Ilakini said NFA will be expanding the mud crab project to provinces like Western, Gulf, New Ireland, Manus, East Sepik and Medang, who have high biomass of crabs in their mangrove system. He said NFA is currently doing a restructure to involve more locals into the fisheries sector because people cannot continue to just do fishing and selling it at the local market and expect good results. Prime Minister James Marape visited the PNG Forestry Authority office for the first time today. He was welcomed by the staff and management of the Forest Authority, including Minister Salio Waipo and National Forest Services Managing Director John Moroso. Prime Minister James Marape paid a visit to the PNG Forest Authority office today for the first time. He was welcomed by Forestry Minister Salio Waipo and management and staff of the authority. The PM's visit was timely as forestry faces issues that he is aware of. When he arrived, he skipped the pleasantries and got straight to the brass tacks.
For those of you who have been here, can you tell me what's the value of asset we are producing this year and selling? Someone from this department, I need numbers. You've been here for how many years? What's the value of the asset we have in our countries?
In answer, a PNG FA staff said there was about 205 operations currently in the country, and 20% of those operations belong to Papua New Guineans. Within the 205 operations in the country, 19% are forest management agreements. The staff reported that there are about 6 different project arrangements within PNG FA that they give out, and the highest that's in the composition of those project agreements are TRPs. That is about 36% of the 204 operations. The next in line for that is forest management, which is about 19%. Regarding PNG FA's annual productions, the staff reported that as of January to June this year, about 1.8 million cubic meters left the country's shores and equates to about 170 million in revenue this year alone. The staff provided the information in detail from 2017 up to June 2022. It was reported that there is about 36 million hectares of forest that is the coverage of our total land mass in the country. There is about 44% available for forest production.
I appreciate each and every one of you for coming out. We got much work to do. I just want to, I'm being blunt here. We want to make more money for our country, but at a sustainable rate. This sector is one of the sleeping giants. We've been playing and marble so far. I want you all to recommend to the minister through the board and MD as to how best we could ramp up and double our production in this sector without compromising sustainability and compromising good environmental practices.
Meanwhile, the Prime Minister said with the existing 205 operations, he would be interested to read through how long they have been in production and how long they have been in operation.
By now, all existing businesses who are not landowner business, they must have an element of downstream processing built into the operations. So I've been 3 years on speaking on this and we haven't moved miles. I'm very discouraged. I come into the same place with no substantial progress in the downstream processing conversation. No more new license to be issued. Let's take review on what we have, the 205. Inform all stakeholders. Government wants a serious placement on the downstream focus.
And that ends the news segment. Sports is next. Stay tuned.
Experience a convenient and smarter way to do your banking with Bsb Mobile Banking. You don't have to leave the office or your home to pay for bills. You can view your account balance, transfer funds, top up phone credits, or purchase easy paid units wherever you are. Visit your BSB branch today to register now for Bsb Mobile Banking. Bsb Mobile Banking, the smarter way to bank. BSB, our bank, our people.
Whatever you need for your building and home improvements, we got you covered. Hardware House. We supply high-quality professional tools, plumbing and electrical supplies, homeware and outdoor products, paints, building materials and much more, all at affordable prices. And with our experienced staff, we will provide you with the right advice and help you need. So for all your building and home improvement needs, Bayuki Simware, Hardware House. Quality at affordable prices.
Get rewarded! With digital rewards, you'll get rewarded with loyalty points on every top-up of 3 kina or more. That's right, the more you top up, the more loyalty points you earn. Use your loyalty points how you like. Use them to get free one-top prime bundles, free data plans, free talk plans, or use for main account credit, or even bonus credit. It's your loyalty points, so use them however you choose. Your loyalty points, your way. Text redeem to 162121 to use your loyalty points, stay connected, and get rewarded only with Digicel.
So you know about him?
Of course. Do you think he's coming back?
I don't know.
Mr. Wayne.
You got a lot of cats.
I have a thing about strays.
New friend of yours? I'm not so sure.
If we don't stand up, no one will. The bat and the cat. It's got a nice ring.
You guys are a hell of a duet here. Selena, don't throw your life away.
Don't worry, honey. I got 9 of them.
The Batman premieres Saturday, September 17th, 9 p.m. on HBO.
Welcome back. Australian golfing legend Peter Senior has proven once again that he is the god of senior golf, claiming yet another SB Arms PGA Legends Tour title on Saturday, September 3rd in Lae. He concluded his PNG Tour 5 strokes ahead of peers Christopher Taylor and Brad Burns at 5 p.m. at the Lae Golf Course.
63-year-old professional golfer Peter Senior concluded a successful SB Arms PGA Legends Tour on day 3 of the PNG Senior Open, with a par of -8, while Christopher Taylor and Brad Burns followed 5 points behind with -3 each. John Burry of JBB Investments was acknowledged as the top amateur golfer of the 3-day tournament. Being the winner of the competition, Senior received 40,000 kina and the Jacob Lou Cup, named in honor of the late director of Mapai Transport and patron of the Lae Golf Club. After receiving his prizes, Senior thanked stakeholders for a great week, especially major sponsors Digicel, Trukai and JVPNG.
But the boys have had a really good time. A special thanks to all members who gave the cards, to Brad and to Chris. Congratulations, guys. Good playing. I know it's been really difficult to put this event on so quickly. People don't realise how much goes into putting on an event like this, and on behalf of all the Legends players who came up, thanks very much for all the help, and we really did have a great time up here.
Legends Tour coordinator Andy Rogers thanked the senior professionals for taking part in PNG's inaugural Senior Open, adding by now other golfers would have heard of the event and in the future, PNG should host more than 35 players. Jasmine Niru, TVWAN Sports.
American professional tennis player Serena Williams was cheered on for the tennis legend she is when she was knocked out of the final US Open. Williams lost in the third round of the US Open at the Arthur Ashe Stadium in Queens on September 2nd to Australia's Ajla Tomljanovic in a thrilling 3-hour battle. The defeat of this iconic tennis great marked what was likely to be her final match as a professional tennis player. The following footage filmed by Avani Laroya shows the crowd cheering as Williams becomes emotional on her way off the court, crying in her final interview, thanking her parents, sister Venus, and fans. When asked if she would reconsider retirement, Williams said she didn't think so, but we'll never know. And that ends the news tonight. Remember to apply the following simple measures to prevent transmission of the coronavirus. Regularly wash your hands with soap and water, cough or sneeze into your elbow, and exercise social distancing. If you are feeling sick, please stay at home. You can also call the COVID-19 hotline number for more information or assistance. Pleasant viewing. Bye for now.
The TVWAN News was proudly brought to you by
BSP, our bank, our people.